Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Once upon a time in New Delhi, there was an old couple. And that time I was very young. Now also I am young. So I used to call that gentleman as Papa. He was 18 not out. And his wife as Mom. She was 78 not out. And doing well in their batting. Ladies are normally smarter than the gents. This is my observation. And gents are dumbos. So, one day I received a message that Amma suddenly died. What suddenly? 78, 80 normally, but suddenly died. We have to say like that. And then when I got the message, I said, I can't come, I am little away and my talks are there, 3 talks a day, so I cannot come, I'll come later. After 15 days I went to him, and we had talks about those topics when you discuss, you don't incur sin or merit. We must know what to talk. If you talk on weather, such a terrible heat in USA in last 30 decades, it was never like that. Now when you talk like this, there is neither sin nor merit. Do you know why? Nobody listens. Weather doesn't listen, and we think we are talking, but nobody listens. So that way I was talking. The second topic is how government is bad and we are worse. Second topic. In this manner, I was talking about all the topics which are keeping us in the present. Be very attentive. If you take this principle, talk in such a manner that you remain in the present. See, I have stopped reading everything. No Gita, no Upanishad, no Bharat, no Mahabharat, nothing. So when I went to somebody's place, I took the newspaper and I was reading. So that person said, Swamiji, you read newspaper? I said, so what? No, normally Swamijis read Gita, Upanishad. I said, yes, bade Swamiji read. I am a CH Swami. You know? CH Atma. Like that, I am a Chota Swami. But the newspaper, why do you read? I said, look here, you have been coming for my talks. What is the principle that you learned? Tell me. He said, you are insisting on remaining in the present. I said, what is the newspaper? Newspaper talks only about the present. So read the headlines and throw it away. Don't think about it. You know, time pass ho jata hai. See? So this way I was talking to my friend. After that we had nice tea, coffee, samosas, pakodas and everything. And when I was going, he got up and hugged me. He said, you are a real Swami. I said, what mistake I have done? When somebody praises you, it is a warning. It is not a praise. See? So I said, what mistake I have done? You are the only one who came after the death of my wife and did not make me cry. Everybody will come and start talking that she died and you are alone and blah 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 and make me emotionally corrupted, and when I cry, then they feel our visit is successful. but you did not mention one word about her nor made me cry. Therefore you are a Swami. I said, look here, how do I know then after the death of your wife you are miserable or happy? In this world, people are already miserable. We don't have to remind them. Hey, don't forget you are miserable. Come on, try. No. See, friends, this is what exactly how Bhagavad Gita begins. See, if you see the first chapter, there Arjuna is constantly declaring that I am confused, confounded further. See? And starts crying. And in the disgust, frustration, nahi tad vidmak kataranno gariyo yadva jayama yadivano jayu katham bhishmamaham sanke dronam cha madhusudana. See? Dharma sammudha cheta, non-stop crying, disgusted. To that Arjuna, Bhagwan Sri Krishna began his discourse, Prahasan iva Bharata. Sanjaya tells to Dhritarashtra that Bhagwan started talking with a smile on the face. See, we don't have to make anybody miserable in this world. Do you know why? There is no need. Everybody is self-sufficient. You don't have to make. They are already miserable. And that is why Bhagavad Gita, if you have to know what Bhagavad Gita talks, is only one thing, and that is happiness. Normally we justify ourselves being miserable. Don't justify. Whenever we justify something, we don't want to give up. See? For example, anger. There are many people who justify anger. Swamiji, unless you become angry, the work doesn't happen. You have to become angry. So what does it mean? It means for us, the external work is more important than inner peace. See, friends, what happens in our life is, we have not recognized the value and importance of being at peace with ourselves. The moment we recognize this importance, it will start happening. You don't have to do. You don't have to become happy. You will remain happy. See, friends, like we all have recognized the importance of, for example, clean clothes. So if we have recognized the importance of clean clothes, if we have to sit somewhere, before sitting, we will see that whether that place is clean or not. Similarly, we have recognized the importance of our figure. Whether it is 36, 24, 36 or it is 42, 42, 42. See? And when we have recognized the importance of our figure, then we have stopped eating food and we calculate calories, because we have recognized the importance of this. Another important example. We all have recognized the importance and value of money. See? And when we have recognized the importance of this, do any one of us ever say, come on man, earning money is very difficult, I am not going to earn? Has anybody ever said this? Why? Because we have recognized the importance and value of money. See, in one of my management, gimmicks, I was having this beautiful drama. All the CEOs were sitting, about 20-25 of them, in a U shape, and I was sitting in a I shape. And then this is how the table is, I versus you. Samsara begins. And I told that servant there, I said, look here, when I am talking, you have to come in between. I'll scold you, but you don't listen. And then you return me the money and tell that, sir, you told me to pay that amount, I have paid, this is the balance, please count. I will say, okay, keep it there. But you insist, no, you have to count. Or else afterwards you will blame me. And again I will scold you, but you don't go, insist, no, please count in front of me. So drama was set. And when our conference began, he came and then I was counting the money. Purposely, loudly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I was looking at the servant, with anger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know where from these fellows come. 7, 8, 9, 10. After 5, when I took to 7, one of the CEOs said, Swamiji, you are counting wrong. After 5, you started 7. You missed 6. I asked him, did I ask you to count my money? Observe. Anybody counting money anywhere, if you are standing, keep on. Who asked you? Why this happens? Because money is a valuable commodity for us, is it not? Doesn't matter whose. If this is clear, then our peace of mind is the most valuable thing in the whole universe. See, don't justify being not happy. Like many people tell us. One lady came after my lecture as if catching my collar. Therefore, I don't have collar from that day. Remove the collar. All the time you say, be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show, be happy. Means what? Married life is a license to be miserable. Therefore, tathastu, may you continue, who cares? When we say, after marriage it is difficult to be happy, what it should mean? It should mean you have to put more efforts. See? Not justify. Like, in London I had a retreat. All the whites were there. And one person, casually we were sitting in the evening. He said, Swami, you are from India, why don't you get married? So I didn't reply. I kept quiet. Then he said, after all, happiness is not everything in life. Don't justify because you are married, you are miserable. Don't justify you are miserable because of your children. The first principle, stop this wrong approach to life to justify. We are simultaneously children to our parents and parents to our children. Are we that miserable because of our parents as much we are miserable because of our children? What is the reason? Apply this principle in your life. The reason is, we have no choice about selecting the parents. We accept them as they are. Has anybody ever bothered, I wish my mom was Marilyn Monroe, No. We never imagine, I wish my dad was Hitler. What was Hitler? He is. We accept our parents as they are, therefore we are not much disturbed. But when it comes to our children, oh God, so much of expectation. One mother came and started complaining, Swamiji, this world is too much terrible, bad. I said, look here, don't complain, I have not created the world, go. You are complaining as if I am the creator of the world or what? She said, you know what happened? I said, I don't know and I don't want to know. No, but I want to tell you. I said, then I am choiceless existence start. And her complaint was, my neighbor came in the morning and gave me sweets because her son came in the merit list, national merit list. I said, really, what a bad lady. I said, Amma, what you talk, are you in sense? If my child comes in the merit list, I will also like to share the joy by distributing sweets to the neighbor. You don't understand, that's why you are Swami. Look here. That day I got a certificate of my life. And what she said she did not give me sweets because her child stood in the merit list. Because my son failed 4 times, मेरी नाक काटने के लिए आई. अरे राम राम. What ladies can think, Brahmadev also cannot think. See, the ability of the ladies to think crosses all the limits. One NRI from here came to Delhi. I was in Delhi that time. Swamiji, I want to buy some clothes. You please take me some good shop. No, I never go to this all useless business. If I had to go, I go into the gadget shops. Because I am a gazetted officer. No, you have to come. So I took her to a very big shop. And she was, torturing those, salesperson. And I was seeing the newspaper, sitting cool. Then she said, Swamiji, how do you like this? I said, what I like? You put anything, who cares? No, you tell. I wanted to tell him, he doesn't understand me. You explain him. What was the thing? This kind of sari with that design, with that texture, with that color and with this border, does he have? No, that which is available, that you take. I want this color, that design, this texture, that border and this price. Even Brahmadev cannot think. See, friends, remain cool. But we start projecting unwanted things. Why should we think in this negative manner? That people are all our enemies. No. It is our own mind's projection. And therefore, Bhagavad Gita gives extreme importance to the peace of mind. Unless we have recognized the value of this, we will not work for it. See? We want to improve the whole world. One attempt to become miserable, to improve the world. Second attempt to become miserable is to try to make anybody happy. It is not possible. Could God make us happy? No. When God failed to make us happy, then we miserable want to make others happy. It has never happened, it will never happen. See? And the most important principle, we are all in the democratic setup. Everybody has a right to be miserable. Who are you to stop? Let them be miserable. You don't become miserable. See, friends. And therefore, this importance of being at peace with yourself is being happy. Happiness doesn't mean joining the laughing club early morning, destroying the peace in the society. And then come at home, chai nahi mila. That is not a laughing club. Happiness does not mean external these things. Happiness means living at zero complaint level. See, life becomes very simple. And to live at a zero complaint level, there is one simple thumb rule. And that thumb rule is write off your rights right away lest they will perform your rights right now. Write the spelling rightly. How much we have expectation from the world. One person in Bangalore probably, I got down from the flight and waiting for that luggage to come. Youngster, late 20s. Bangalore means all ITs, you know. So he came, he said, Swamiji, how come you are here? I said, by default. Next. So when you talk to the ITs, you should talk their language. By default. Then he asked me, he told me, Swamiji, I am your fan. I said, keep moving. A fan must keep moving. Then he asked me, you are talking on Gita so many years, but the people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? I said, do you know who is a successful doctor? I am not talking about good doctor. I am talking about successful doctor. A successful doctor is the one who maintains the patient, not cures. Because the prayer of the doctor is different, you may not be knowing. The prayers of the doctor is Sarve Bhavantu Roginaha. If everybody is healthy, where the doctors will go? Exactly the same way. We, Babaji, we pray to the Lord. Sarve Bhavantu Ajnaninaha. We survive on your ignorance. So who will want that you should improve? Continue to be miserable. So my market is maintained. See? Never expect anybody will change because of you. People change when they want to change. You can take the horse to the waters. See? So some of you must have brought the horses here. Chalo na? Come. I don't know. Come, you come. And then after having come over here, I can see, I can tell you who is who. And then for them, others are laughing. And then, what is there to laugh? Jokes. What jokes? Because the horses are brought. Therefore, the principle of Bhagavad Gita is keep yourself cool. Somebody tells, Swamiji, the crow has taken your ear away. You start running, find out whether it is there or not. See, therefore, the principle which is brought out by Bhagavan Sri Krishna as a foundation of happiness is equanimity. Samatvam yoga uchyate. And the samatvam he tells in a very simple verse, Sukha dukkhe same krutva sama equanimous. Raga labha labho jaya jayo. When you are living in this world, there are three possibilities. First, you will win or you are defeated. Jaya, ajaya. If you win, you gain. If you are defeated, you lose. If you gain, you are happy. If you lose, you are miserable. This is what life is. What the teacher says, instead of getting influenced by the external events, make external events as your spiritual practice and maintain your equanimity. Tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. You shall never have any misery in your life. Now to understand this verse, please let us take a deep dive into it. Somebody was asking me in Fayetteville that after lecture everything was over, Aarti was over, he came and he said, Swamiji, how to do meditation? I am not able to do meditation. I said, don't do. Who is going to ask you? No, but I want to do, then do. Who stopped you? No, but I can't do it, then don't do it. Okay? Has any doctor written R, meditate and suffer silently? All meditations are nothing but silent suffering, nothing else. They will be sitting there. That is why they switch off all the lights. So that both the teacher and the student can go to sleep, and after meditation is over, they are awakened from sleep. See, friends. Therefore, the most important thing is this. So I told him, look here, meditation is learning from. It is not sitting in one posture like a buffalo for 8 hours. Only sitting in one posture for 8 hours is meditation. All our Indian buffaloes will be great yogis. Even a truck comes, they don't get disturbed. They simply look at Sthita Prajnasya Ka Bhasha Samadhistasya Keshava. They don't get disturbed. So, meditation is learn from your experiences and grow wise. That process of learning from your own experiences and growing wise is called as meditation. ध्यान देते हैं, करते नहीं. Do we say to the ध्यान करो? ध्यान दो. See, friends. And therefore, now be attentive. Be attentive means what? Don't do anything. So I told that person, do you go to sleep? Yes, that is the only thing I do. I said, no, you are telling lies. You don't sleep. No, Swamiji, I sleep. I said, no. Now analyze your experience. Till such time, I want to sleep. 3 words. Till such time, I and want to is there. Till then, the sleep has not begun. When the I and the want disappears, sleep begins even in the satsanga. And what is the purpose of satsanga? Deleting the I. And therefore, all those who come in the satsanga and sleep, they are the real satsanga. It happened somewhere in India, 2 persons sitting next to each other right in the front. And one was the descendant of Kumbhakarna. And just within 2 minutes of my talks, he coolly took the pillow. Pillow means the next fellow. And this pillow was getting very disturbed. This fellow sleeping, you know. And what I see from here, you cannot see from there. That is why I have such a lovely examples in my life. So, this Kumbhakarna, he wanted to sleep because he was a real genius. And the pillow was moving. So what do we do in our sleep? Pull the pillow. Exactly. He did the same. Pull the pillow. And after my lecture was over, everybody awakened, his sleep was also disturbed, he also got up. And he said, Swamiji, you spoke so well. Now tell me, can you challenge this statement? Those who are awake, are they listening? How can I say that they have listened? Because it is a subjective experience. So he told, Swamiji, you are genius, very good, extremely good. I said, thank you very much. Very few people understand. You are one of them. After he went, the pillow was there, complaining. Swamiji, when you saw him sleeping, why didn't you wake him up? I said, look here, first of all, become cool and talk to him, okay? Let other people finish their namaskar, chamatkar, I'll talk to you. And he was waiting because it was a prestige issue for him. So I told him, you tell me, what for you come to satsang? For becoming miserable or for becoming happy? Of course, I come for happiness. Did you get happiness? He got. A person who sleeps is happy. Do you know why? Because there is no element of time, space, object, I, efforts, achievements, failure, position, I, you, he, she, it, they. Everything is erased. If we can extend the experience of deep sleep in the waking experience, we are living in meditation. See, friends, that is what is called as happiness. And for that, this is the technique. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva. When it says yuddhaya yujjasva means what? You know, once I was in Australia, Sydney, and this Theosophical Society, these people told me to talk on some topic. And for Swamiji, what should be publicized, what should be the topic? I said, okay, you write down the topic. I was just thinking, living on war footings. This is the topic I gave. And when I went there, they said, Swamiji, already the whole world is full of war. Don't give this war topic. Give some topic of peace. Imagine, English is their mother tongue, but they don't understand the meaning of living on war footing. You know, in USA and UK, the spell bee is our Indian kids always. See, friends, what is the meaning of living on war footing? Living on war footing means, first of all, when you are on the war front, there is no Saturday, Sunday holiday. When the person comes with a gun, you can't tell, hey, I am going to bathroom, sorry. No. You can't tell him, this is our tea break, we don't fight. No. We have to be ready 24/7. Not even one moment of our life we can afford to be unaware. Spiritual life is not a part-time profession. Visit for half an hour in the morning. Idhar pillow, udhar pillow, andar pillow, bed low. That is not spirituality. It is a 24/7 living in utter awareness. And what is that awareness? Be attentive. Function outside, but keep attention on your peace of mind. Whenever the peace of mind is disturbed, there Mr. I is born. And till such time, the I is virulent, till such time this I is activated, it will create antibodies in our system. And those antibodies are in the form of anger, frustration, rejection, like urticaria. The whole body is full of allergy. Such people are never at peace anywhere they go. Because this is how we develop ourselves. Constant argument, logic. We have no value for the peace of mind. Then the question comes, how do we achieve this? For this, there is a very simple technique. This technique I will tell you. Every year, towards the last 5 days of the year, we have one Ananda Mangal camp in India. 5-7 days. And the whole family comes there. 2G, 3G, 4G, all the generations they come. And in all those generations, we have a lot of fun. 1 or 2 talks, then we go for long walks, we go for picnics, we play cricket, football, and all kinds of funs. So, one of the Ananda Mangal camp, we had this topic: life is time pass. That was the topic. So this is the principle given in Bhagavad Gita. Life is a time pass. Whenever you live for time pass, you have no concern for success or failure, gain or loss, joy or sorrows. See, take an example. What exactly it means? As usual, one of my professional duties is to go for food in somebody's house and suffer. So one place I went, and after having gone there, that Amma said, Swamiji, still there is 15 minutes time. I said, okay, never mind. Otherwise, what can I do? So better, never mind. Become goody. See, this is how the joy of accepting the things as they are. And then I thought, let me read newspaper. They had a son, about 8-10 years. And he said, no, sorry, no newspaper. So I said, okay, no newspaper, simply I was sitting. We'll play carom. I said, look man, I don't know how to play carom. I wanted to get rid of them, No, but I'll teach you. So Ram, he must be a Vedanti. So he said, I'll teach you, and he said. And he was very good in taking the dice, one after another. And I never know how to play that. Then I said, I am also not a ordinary Guru ka chela. Then I started, invoking the grace of Jugadananda. Do you know? There is a great Mahatma in India, his name is Jugadananda. If you don't know, your life is wasted. So I invoke him, and then when he was trying to play, I will look this side, that side, and I ask him, I say, hey, whose picture is that? Is it a picture of Madhubala? He looked at, Swamiji, this is not Madhubala, this is Mahatma Gandhi. So when he was looking that side, I will take 3-4 dice and put in mine. Idea is you win. See? Theft is not a crime unless proved. I did 2-3 times, 4th time I was caught. And then he started crying, Swami is a cheat, Swami, I said, don't cry man. Again start, you will win. And the same technique I used and made him win. So when we were halfway, I told, that mother told, Swamiji, food is ready. I said, hey, leave it now, let's go and eat food. No. We have to play the game, complete it. And then he won and he was very happy. Now understand the principle. For me, playing carom was a time pass till the food comes. For that child, winning or getting defeated was an issue. See, for me, Sukha Dukkhe Same Krutva Labha Labho Jaya Jayo. Whether I win or lose, it makes no difference. Whether I gain few dice or lose, no difference. See friends, why this happened to me and not to that child? Because for that child, I won, I am defeated. Friends, whenever in all our activities, I is born, we have sown the seeds of miserable existence. Lead a life for a time pass. Like you have come here. For a time pass. I have also come here for a time pass. So when you have come for a time pass, you don't have to have the burden of learning. And I have come here for a time pass, I don't have to have the burden whether you understand or not. If you don't understand, it's your problem, I am relaxed. See friends, then alone we are heading towards the real happiness of life. See? Whatever little things we do, how much arrogance, I have done that, I have done that. Bhagavan says, Prakrutehe kriyamanani gunai karvani sarvashaha ahankara vimudhatma karta aham iti manyate. Things are happening, but we think we are doing, and this disease of doing has gone so deep in our system that meditation we do. See, devotion we do. See, friends, understand this subtle point. First time mother, she is given 101 instructions and advice by the mother and the mother-in-law. Do this, don't do so many things. After the baby is born, another few hundred instructions are given. Clean the, bottom at least once in a year. Because the modern girls, I see how horrible those unfortunate children. What is called, going to hell. They are, that leak proof, tight from below. One girl from here, I went to their house and the baby she gave. Swamiji, please take my baby. I said, keep away, I don't want. No, at least bless. So when I took, I said, oh God, smelling, take away. No, Swamiji, I have just now done. I said, not you, she is smelling. No, I don't think. I said, smell. Oh, really smelling, Never mind, but it is leak proof. I will do it tomorrow. Arey Ram. See? Dirty. So, when that mother is given so many instructions, she listens or doesn't listen. Is any new mother ever given an instruction by the mother or the mother-in-law that you please love your child? See? Love for the child happens. It is not done. And therefore, the love between the mother and the child is a natural phenomena where I is not born. But before the marriage, the same boy and the girl, they did love. And when you do something, you fall. And therefore they say, Swamiji, I have fallen in love. What can you say? Get up. It hurts. Because you have fallen in love, or rise in love. That love which happens, their I is not born. So the real happiness is that one where let only joy be expressed naturally. And whenever you are natural, whenever you are happy, you are zero ego. See, in a school, the teacher asks questions. You tell one student, if somebody cannot see, what do you call him? The student said, blind. Very good. The other student, you tell, if somebody cannot speak, what do you call him? We call him dumb. Very good. Third, Sardarji child. Unless Sardarji comes, there is no mirch masala in the food. Sardarji child, he was asked, if somebody cannot hear, what do you call him? Call him anything, anyway he doesn't hear. Now when you are happy, you are a man or a woman, you are rich or poor, you are mother-in-law or daughter-in-law. In fact, when you are happy, you are nobody. So, to remain happy, remain as nobody. It's very simple. And to remain nobody, what is required is, first of all, find out who is somebody. Somebody is a load of our total past that we carry on our head. See? And when you carry any load, you cannot be happy. For example, if some person, a coolie, is carrying 3 NRI suitcases on the head. See? That time, you tell that coolie a joke. Will he laugh? He cannot, because he is under the load. Similarly, this is physical load. Second is the physiological load. What is physiological load? You are sitting in the midst and suddenly somebody gets up, disturbs and goes away. We feel, why did he go like that in between? But you ask him, he was having the load of BP. You know, BP means bladder pressure. And when that BP reaches the limit, now I cannot hear anymore, I have to go. Physical load, physiological load. Third is mental load. As the load starts becoming subtler and subtler, it becomes more stronger and stronger. External load somebody can undo for us. Physiological load, you can go to the toilet and ease yourself. But this mental load, nobody can do it for us. Therefore, never talk about your past. Never tell about your past. And never ask anybody about their past. See? Therefore, whenever people come and the same routine question asked, I start bluffing. One day one person asked me, you know, in my language, in Hindi, when I speak, that word comes, हमारे पंजाब की बात है. So immediately Punjabi will come. Swami ji, तुसी पंजाबी हो? So yes, I am a Punjabi. Next question, where from? So then I asked, where are you from? We are from Amritsar. I am from Jalandhar, under the Jala. So I don't know where is Amritsar and what is there. Then second time I say, हमारे महाराष्ट्र की बात है. Swami ji, you are a Marathi? Yes. Where from? Where from you are? We are from Kolhapur. I am from Solapur. And one day I was caught. Swami ji, sometimes you say you are a Punjabi, sometimes you say you are a Maratha. Tell who are you? I said I am a Paratha. Punjabi plus Maratha is equal to Paratha. Once they know that this fellow is not going to answer straight, they will stop talking to you on these topics. See, friends, we only open our whole life before the world and they say, I don't know how people know about me. You have distributed the pamphlets. See, friends, with this we can slowly unload our past. And when we start unloading our past, you have nothing to talk about जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन. You know why the old people are not accepted in the younger generation is only because of this. See the simple thing, old people have only past, no future. What future they have got? They have got only full stop, no future. So what they will talk? They will talk only about their past. जब हम छोटे थे, अरे who cares? But we have nothing to talk except the past. See? And then we become outdated. See, friends, the real technique of living in happiness according to Gita is remain in the utter present. Then when you start living in the utter present, you talk the language of the present. There was one Mahatma Ji, he was extremely against English. Many from Rishikesh. Many years passed. As if, he has a crusade against English and English-speaking Mahatmas. As time passed, he used to come to Bombay, in place where I used to go give lectures. He used to come there for 1 month during the winter season. And so I'll go and do namaskar to him, sit there, and every time he will say the same statement. If you want, he will talk in Hindi or Sanskrit. If you want to hear English and Bhagavad Gita, there is nobody like him. You should listen to him. Sudden change. Then his commentary on Bhagavad Gita in Sanskrit, he told me, you translate it in English so many people can see. See, no obsession. Bhagavan Shankaracharya clearly says, Samprapte sannihite kale nahi nahi rakshati dukrum karne. In what language you talk is not important. What you talk is important. Once these non-essentials are recognized and we don't get caught up in the non-essentials, then only we can discover happiness. What Arjuna was doing in Bhagavad Gita was, he was lost only in the non-essentials of his life. If you study the first chapter, the logic, the reason, the quotations from the scriptures, what Arjuna has given, they are correct. They are not wrong. And yet, Bhagavan Sri Krishna did not approve of him. What is the reason? Is it that Bhagavan Sri Krishna was propagating war? See, friends, many people have this notion, even Gandhari had this notion. She cursed Bhagavan Sri Krishna when her children were killed. Because of you, my children were killed, therefore I curse you. Like me, you will suffer after 35 years. On the basis of this statement, Bhagavan Sri Krishna left his body at the age of 125. Because on the battlefield, Bhagavan Sri Krishna was 89 and Arjuna was 86. Wars are done only by the old people, not by the youngsters. See, throughout the world, all the politicians are oldies, not youngsters. And we say, which place I went? Hubli. A Gujarati group, they called me, Swamiji, please come and talk to us. So when I was going, one person was briefing me, Swamiji, please bring the topic that, this TV is spoiling our youth and all that. I said, okay, I came. I was briefed to talk about TV, so I am talking on TV. The television has really destroyed our elder generation. They are so glued to the TV. Choti bahu, badi bahu. Hare Ram, 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 Ram. There is something much more in life. See? As if the problems of your own family are less. We go and borrow the problem. Why aisa kaha tha? Why aisa? See? And then we say our children don't respect us. What is there for us to get respect from them? See? Elderly people are to become an ideal for the children. Then they will respect us. See, friends, if we study scriptures, if we chant Lord's name, if we remain cool at home, if we are not demanding, if we are able to help them, then anybody will love us. Instead of that, we start becoming wiser than everyone. In fact, we are otherwise. Therefore, friends, this is the basic principle. Let us start living in the present, and when we live in the present, we are happy. And when we are happy, we are nobody. And when we are nobody, no thoughts. Those who think cannot laugh. Those who laugh, they don't think. Try to think and laugh. Okay, I am going to laugh at a joke. You cannot. See? One person asked me one day, Swamiji, do you become miserable sometime? I said, yes, of course. So when? I said, when sometimes my joke goes flat. That is the height of my misery. And then some people ask the question, अच्छा, बाद में क्या हुआ? एक See? Why it happens? Because they think, they don't laugh. Jokes are meant not for investigation. See? Once I was explaining a story. There was a well. In that well there was a frog. He never came out of that well. And in that well a fish from the sea went. And then I told the whole story. Whatever point I had to make, I made the point. And when I came down, one elderly person came. Swamiji, how it is possible that the fish from the sea came to the well because in between there is no water? What can you talk to him? See? It is better that they should see the Disneyland movies and learn something from them. See, friends. Therefore, don't unnecessarily think. You will be happy. What Arjuna did, he thought correctly, but in a wrong context. What he thought was right. Strishu dushtashu varshneya jayate varna sankaraha. These are the most potent words of Arjuna. In any society, when the woman folk gets corrupted, that society is destined for destruction. If man gets corrupted, the culture of the society still maintained, because the custodians of the culture is always a woman. If a father is a drunkard, the son will not feel bad about it. But if the mother is a drunkard and a smoker, the son cannot take it. Because mother is looked upon more honorably with great respect than the father. And therefore when Arjuna says, Strishu dushtashu varshneya jayate varna sankaraha, if the ladies' folk becomes corrupted, the society is destroyed. Such beautiful words Arjuna said. And yet, Bhagavan Krishna did not agree to his proposal. See? Na yodchaiti govindam uktva tushnim babhuvaha. He told Bhagavan Sri Krishna, I shall not fight, and kept his mouth shut. Tushnim babhuvaha. To that Arjuna, Bhagavan Krishna, if you and me were there, we would have played a jugalbandi with his misery. See? Bhagavan did not. He gave him left and right. Why? Because withdrawal from the challenges of life is misery. Facing the challenges of life is joy. See, friends, happiness or joy doesn't mean living in a comfort zone. That is not happiness. The real happiness is you take the challenges of life and sort it out and see the joy of it. You see, when we give the presents to our kids on their birthday, we don't give open unless you are in America, along with the receipt, so you can go and change it. That is not giving a gift. That is being a bargain, Sale में खरीद लिया, sale में बेच दिया. So, we tie down wrappings one after another, and it is given. And the child, what is that? You see, it is your prize. We don't know what it is. And the child is struggling and opening and all that. And when he discovers, this is what I was wanting, that joy of discovery is the real happiness in life. Living in a comfort zone is laziness. Bhagavad Gita talks about this laziness, happiness at the end of Bhagavad Gita. See, Nidra lasya pramadottam tat sukham tamasam smrutam. The happiness that we imagine, keeping on in the bed like a pig for long period of time, First of all, sleep on the back, shavasana, like a dosha is spread on the tawa. Then after some time, we fold the dosha, come on the left side, we don't. And after this starts paining, then dosha is turned this way. And ultimately, when it has become sufficiently black from the outside, then it is given this bhujangasana. Then we come on the stomach and sleep. And yet we don't want to get up. Because, उठ के करना क्या है? Hare Ram Ram. And then we start imagining, this is happiness. No, it is laziness. Laziness is not happiness. See friends, out of this Mahabharata war, Bhagavan Krishna was not to get any benefit. See, he was not going to become the Prime Minister, the Home Minister. See, take life as challenges and then see the joy of life. Otherwise, all the time security, security, security. If you really understand the meaning of spirituality, lesser the security we have, more committed we are to the cause. Wherever there is more security, all our faculties become blunt. Because there is security, government will take care of us. This is what happens in all the welfare governments. There, the abilities are given farewell. See, you go to England, they give money to the unemployed. There are many, many people throughout their life, they have never worked even one day, and government is maintaining them. And those fools who are working hard, paying the taxes, their taxes are going for maintaining these unproductive bulls. See friends, that is not happiness. Take life as a challenge, be productive. And this is what Bhagavan Krishna was telling Arjuna. What happened to Arjuna was, he suffered a stroke of depression. And whenever we are depressed, we want to withdraw, or we want to run away from the challenges of life. See friends, there is a hairline difference between depression and dispassion. Depression is unhealthy condition of the mind, and dispassion is the healthiest condition of the mind. Depression is a disease, and dispassion is wisdom. Therefore, what Bhagavad Gita tells is this: only one principle. Take life as it comes, cheerfully and happily. Don't look at the life as a problem. Look at the life as a challenge. And when you take something as a challenge, all the best in you will surface. See, in somewhere in Madhya Pradesh, many years before, I went to somebody's house, village house, and when I entered there, one old lady was there, so I was seeing the TV, sat with her, must be 80, 90 years old, and I said, Mama, see how nicely these girls are running, because it was a, Olympic or something going on. And then there were obstacle race, so the girls will come like the deers and jump over the obstacle and run, and again jump and again run. So that old lady said, so Amiji, why these people have put these obstacles in between? Remove them, let the poor girls run. They were not a problem for those girls. That was taken as a challenge by the girl. See friends, if you don't want to have any problems in life, die. This is the only karma we do. Because of our karma, the karma phala goes to those who are alive. Suppose I die here. You will all have problem. Ab kya karu? How to dispose of? See, friends, come to recognize life as not a problem, but take every moment as a challenge. And then you will see the joy. See? Many people, they do that, in the flight or many places I see. What is that? Sudoku or Sukodu? Sukodu? Sudoku. There are, the latest I saw, there are three-dimensional, Trikodu they call it, and then Panchakodu, so many of them, and then these people are lost in that. And then the pencil has got an eraser. And when they do that, see the joy, what they have achieved. When I look at it, must be okay. Somebody tells you, do this thing and you get lost in that. Relax and watch the world full of joy. See, friends. Therefore, when Bhagavad Gita talks about happiness, please understand, by happiness, it is not a comfort zone. By happiness, we don't mean we should always win. There is a joy in receiving the defeat also. The joy is not only in getting. The real happiness is in giving. See, friends, one child asked me this question. How do we know whether God is expressing through me or I am expressing through me? See, we don't get this question in our mind. Our question is, Swamiji, my son doesn't listen to me, what should I do? Spare that poor son. Did you listen to your father? He is your son, so he is repeating. See, friends, complaining is not inquiry. Take this principle to live happily, live at a zero complaint level. No complaint about anything or anybody. See the joy of life. So, this boy, when he asked me this question, good question, so I was happy and gave him one chocolate. Hey, good question, one chocolate. Now, instead of eating that chocolate, he put it in his pocket. I said, why don't you eat? No, I will not eat. I said, then give back. He said, no, I will not give back. Then why don't you eat? Tell me at least. I will give it to my sister. I said, come on. You are not eating. You will give it to her. What will you get? So that boy was confused. Swamiji, do you have a sister? I said, no. Then you can never understand. See, what he meant is, when he will give to his sister, she will like it, she will be happy, and he will be happy in the happiness of his sister, which he can earn by giving, sharing. That is the real happiness. And when we become happy, when we get something, then we are a disgusted, miserable jiva. See, friends, normally we are happy when we get something. Learn this happiness. This is what Bhagavad Gita tells. All that Bhagavan Krishna has lived in his whole life is presented in Bhagavad Gita in the form of thoughts. See? Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nanavaptam avaptavyam varta eva cha karmani. He says, hey Arjun, there is nothing that I have to gain from these three worlds, and yet I keep myself occupied and busy, because to be busy is to be happy. See, and who can be busy? Who he is capable. Even if we want to get some little work done, we search for a right person with abilities and willingness, is it not? So if the Lord has to get his job done, he is searching for an able person and a willing person. The real happiness is when we are the counters for the distribution of the divine bliss, which is dormant in every one of us. Then alone we have learned the creed of Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, how it is possible that Bhagavan Krishna was telling the Gita and the other army was watching? They didn't start the war like that. Those who are academic, they get only degrees and they are miserable to that degree. The difference between studying Bhagavad Gita and studying or looking at any other object is this. When we look at the object, we look at the object. When we look at the scriptures, when we look at the Bhagavad Gita, we don't look at the Gita, we look in the Gita. Like we look in the mirror, we don't look at the mirror. See, one person went to one shop, one Sardarji, and told, I want to buy this TV, how much it costs? So the shopkeeper said, I don't want to sell to you. Why? No means no, it's my shop. Sardarji became very angry. I'll teach you. He went and put up, that Muslim ladies, black thing. He came. And then he asked that I want to buy this TV. How much it costs? The shopkeeper said, Sardarji, I told you, I don't want to sell it. How do you know that I am the same person although I have put on the burqa? He said, because this is the microwave, this is not. At this moment, when you are nobody, you are happy. Live in this world as nobody. When nobody is living, then the divine expresses through us. When somebody is living, frustration expresses through us. So delete yourself and install the divinity. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.